Whoa there. Take it easy, Pilgrim. All right. I know that some of the material that we're covering is actually a little bit discouraging. Okay? All you have to do is look over the last 30 or 40 years of our national descent into the jaws of hell, and all the times that we were told that we're winning and this is the candidate or this is the bill or this is the organization that we should give money to. A lot of us are discouraged. And frankly, we should be. But I think it was Churchill who said, courage is being willing to do something over and over again because it's right, even though you failed at it the first time and the time after that. It's a rough paraphrase, but that's what he was saying. In other words, we have to weld ourselves to truth and to justice, and then fight for them. And we have to begin to have far more discernment as to who is actually our friend and who is an enemy in the camp who's masquerading as a friend. Remember this as an axiom. An enemy outside of your camp is far less dangerous than an enemy inside your camp. An enemy outside your camp makes you vigilant, right? You're always looking to see, where is he? Is he coming? Who's he bringing? What's he going to do? How is he going to attack? But an enemy inside your camp can poison your food in the day, and he can cut your throat at night. Karl Rove, the establishment consultants that have gotten us to this place inside of the Republican Party, they are the enemy in the camp. We're going to have to identify them, fight against them, do everything in our power to ignore them, expel them, marginalize them, and cause their candidates to be defeated. Okay? Because at the end of the day, they care about power, not about justice. They're statists. They're socialists. They're baby killers. They don't care about maintaining the covenant and sacrament of marriage between a man and a woman. They don't care if U.S. interests at home or abroad, or U.S. workers at home are being run over roughshod by huge multinational corporate deals that send our jobs to sweat plants or slave labor shops in China. Okay? They care about power and about money. We have to identify them and then fight against them for all we're worth. I want to read to you again from the famous book, The Prince, by Niccolo Machiavelli, the Florentine who wrote this, if my memory is correct, over 400 years ago. It is a brilliant treatise. If you've never read it, you've got to read it. It's brilliant in its wickedness, okay? It's a demonic genius. Give the devil his due. That ain't in the Bible, but it's a good phrase. And you might as well say give Karl Rove his due, okay? He is a brilliant deceiver. A brilliant deceiver. All right, let's read from The Prince. And you have to understand this, that a prince, and by the way, we need to just read politician, somebody in power, that a prince, especially a new one, cannot observe all those things for which men are esteemed, being often forced in order to maintain the state, to stay in power, to act contrary to faith, friendship, humanity, and religion. Therefore, it is necessary for him to have a mind ready to turn itself accordingly, as the winds and variations of fortune force it. In other words, if you want to get in power and you want to keep power, you've got to be ready at any point to break faith, to lose your humanity, to turn your back on religion, as the winds may force you to do. This is evil, okay? It's almost pure distilled evil, 100 proof. And it makes men drunk in their minds. Listen to this one. For this reason, a prince ought to take care that he never lets anything slip from his lips that is not replete with the above named 5 qualities, that he may appear to him who sees and hears him altogether merciful, faithful, humane, upright, and religious. There is nothing more necessary to appear to have than this last quality, to be religious. inasmuch as men judge generally more by the eye than by the hand. When we come back from this break, I'm going to explain to you what he meant by those last things. But think John Boehner. Think Boehner being at the March for Life, appearing religious. All those bishops, all those priests, all of those pastors and people praying. And there's John Boehner, the man who lifts his hands as they drip with the blood of the innocent. Nothing slips from his lips that is not full of humanity and faith and religion. Lies from the pit of hell. I'll be right back.